All right, market update here on the 28th. I got to do this early today. Taking off on a long trip over to Asia. So my videos from now on are probably going to be like early in the morning because it's going to be at night there, and I'm not going to be doing videos at 5 in the morning there. So, or 3 in the morning or whatever. So the videos will be pretty early, I think. I'll just do them during the trading day, and yeah, just wanted to let you guys know if you're watching this. So Tesla came up here and it's in daily supply. I think that this is probably finished. Just look at this going through. So you got the third wave here, fourth wave, and then it makes 5 waves. I think it's probably finished. It did not get all the way to the 1.61 fib here. So that is kind of a red flag for me. That's also the 200 DMA. That's kind of a red flag for me. There is a possibility. There's a possibility this is the third wave right here, and my count's a little bit off. This could be 1, 2. So this could be the fourth wave too. And if that's the case, then it still has a chance because then you're looking at it like that. And it could go higher than 207. But from my count, using parallel lines, and this hit the 1.61 fib right here. That hit the 1.61 fib right there. That pretty much usually means that this is the third wave right here, and this is the fifth wave. So that means it came short of the 1.61 fib. In the video yesterday, I said it could be ABC as well. So I'd be careful here. I still have some calls, but I paid with them with my covered calls, so I'm not really risking anything. And I have some sold puts to that are down in this area, but I don't have any actual calls left right here. I may add them if we get a fourth wave and I'm wrong and this was a third wave. On the daily, it looks like that too, just to show you different perspectives. This looks like a third wave of a third wave. So we'll see if we get a corrective move here, then that's probably a fourth wave. If we get an impulse, and it's probably coming back down here, maybe to the 20 DMA here at 182. So I'd probably lean that this is the third wave, and we're going to see a fourth wave and then a fifth wave higher. But that might take 3 or 4 days. So it might take into early next week. I don't think today you're going to see anything else happen. It's below the 200 DMA, so I think today is pretty much finished. I know there's like 4 hours left, but Tesla, we got to see what it does from here. Is it going to make a fourth wave? So it made an impulse down. That's an impulse down. So it's probably going to come down here. So I have a put that I bought too, and I'd probably think about selling it down here around like 198 to 200 if it gets down there. And yeah, we'll just see what happens early next week on Tesla. So excellent move, great week. Hope everybody made a bunch of money on this move. It was pretty obvious back when I made a video and this was an impulse move. I was thinking that it's probably going to break out to at least up here, and then it kept on going. So nice move. Let's go over SPY. So I made a video earlier, but I didn't release it because I didn't add in some of them. I was talking about a diagonal here, and it looks like that's a very good possibility. This is either a diagonal or it's a ABC move. So diagonal would look like this, or a C wave down here to 540 would look like that. So far, it looks pretty impulsive to me, but it just depends. That looks very impulsive to me. That looks like it's more likely to come down here to 540. So if that happens, then Tesla might come down farther, and this might be the ABC. But then that would be bullish overall. If we come down here to 540, That's the end of the fourth wave, and then we're going to do this. So either way, I think we're going higher on SPY. Could come down here to 547, go higher, or go all the way down here to 540 and then go higher. AFFRM, I just saw a big $2 million call option on this above the ask. So it's not really that much about technicals on this one. I haven't even done the chart at all, hardly. I'll just let you know that happened. I actually bought some shares, and it looks like it could potentially come back up here to 35 bucks. So that's an interesting play, and we'll see. My stop is going to be pretty tight. Maybe it goes below 30.40, potentially 29.36. It does look like this is going to at least be A, B, C like that. So I bought 500 shares, potentially make a couple $1,000 if it goes to 35 bucks. SOFI, I'm probably going to do one over the weekend. I'm not going to have time today, but I'll do a quick look at it. So I'll do a more extensive video later. Basically, it looks like it's starting the third wave that I talked about. So we're looking for 681 for the next move higher. IWM's getting a bunch of calls, so that looks good. SOFI on the track to make the move that I talked about in the video, so everything looks good. Excuse me. NVIDIA. NVIDIA, I still think it probably needs to come down. That goes along with SPY down here to 120, 121. And then you can see I already have it drawn up for the move higher. Someone asked me about Palantir. Palantir is probably going to go higher too. I mean, they're buying calls on IWM. This is probably the end of the move. So we're just in the middle of this move right here. This is honestly probably right here. Well, it's a little bit higher. This is probably, and this one a little bit higher. This could get a gap up at some point too. So we didn't really have a gap up on this. My target's still 31. It did get a move down though right here. This looks pretty impulsive to me. So I do want to see it clear 26.59, or it could be looking for this. If the market falls, it could do something like this and then go up. But I don't think that this is going to come down very far if it does. Maybe back to like 23, 24, and then head up to 31. I still think 31 is the most likely scenario based on this right here. This is an ending diagonal too. So I think it's just in the middle of a fifth wave, and I think it should be coming up here to 31 at some point. QQQ. So QQQ actually already made a new high. So that could be a B wave too. So I wouldn't be surprised if QQQ did something like this too. It seems pretty likely. It did make a new high, but I don't think that's a fifth wave yet. Or it could be a first wave too. So either way, I think we're going higher on QQQ and SPY. So I don't know what else to go over today. Lulu, I sold some puts on that at the very bottom of the range. RIVN is falling. And so on this one, I was long and I got out right here just because I didn't like the way this looked. This hit the 1.61 fib right here, bounced, and then went lower. So I was assuming it was 5 waves. And I was actually assuming this could have been the 4th wave and then came down. Ended up being a B wave, so I do think this is coming down farther. I'm looking for 1258. And then if you look at this, if this is the A wave, look where the 1.61 fib hits. Right at the gap fill at 12 bucks. So RIVN's probably going to the low 12s here soon. So basically all these stocks are pointing towards a lower price on SPY and QQQ. IWM, kind of a wild card because you have a lot of calls bought. So today all I've seen, is that right? Whoa, somebody just bought a lot of, there's a lot of calls just got bought. Okay, so you're seeing a lot of puts on SPY. You got a call on Tesla. But IWM had some calls earlier in the day. 1.41 million at 203. So I think IWM is probably ready to go higher, and that means the growth stock should do pretty well. Anyway, I'm going to leave it at that because I'm going to go back to trading. If I didn't cover your stock, let me know, and I'll do it in my next video. My next video is probably going to be not till Sunday, I think, because I'm going to be traveling. I am going to Japan, so it's going to be a long flight overseas, and I'll probably do an update on Sunday night when I get settled in there, and then, yeah, I'll do a SOFI video as well. So that's it for me for a couple days. Have a good weekend. Good luck trading the rest of the day, and go make some money.